have our updated Runick special for you guys today, and yeah, I can say skill drain going to 1 did nothing. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So we're going to be starting off here with the double Amano for Runick Stun. Now, there is a little bit of a debate right now if I want to go to 3 or if I want to try out playing Inspector Border over the 2 of these. I'm going to play 3 Border. We are kind of forced to go to the Tyrant's Tirade right now. It's kind of like an alternative to the skill drain, which is fine. You know, you also got Dimensional Fissure and things like that, but boards are a lot less strong now. You know, they did a fantastic job at slowing down that side of the game. So Amano might not be worth it in that regard, but for beginning testing, we are sticking to the 2 just for the board breaker side or stupid thing that this card gets. 2 fountain. This doesn't change. All right, a lot of this deck's still going to be the same thing. You got to remember, Konami left fountain at 2 for the TCG. This is perfectly fine. Like, you get all your draw power that you want. You have all of your filtering options still available to you. It's good. And of course, the 3rd copy of the field spell, because absolutely. Triple tip, best card left unchecked. Thanks, Konami. I appreciate you facilitating your entire engine, being able to do everything that you want. I'm going to enjoy this. We also have triple freeze and curses. This also doesn't change much. Still going to be using this as your main interruption piece to detour anything that your opponent's going to do is going to be a threat. You are going to have to probably hold this for Varudis, though, if you're rolling into the Yubel matchup. That's just going to be the way it's going to be. Like, you're not going to have much of a choice. Varudis is going to be the pain in your butt for pretty much every one of the... Yeah, Varudis is just going to be a pain. You also have the Special Summon Popper. Nothing else has also changed with this. Man, there's a lot of cruise control here. Alright. We're also playing Triple Destruction. Wow. I really do say Runick Stun is the most boring profile in the world. Easy peasy. Still play 3. No real change. Alright. 3 of Protect Your Monster. So, you know, your opponent board wipes you. Call it a day. This is going to be very important in your matchup against Tenpai, actually. Because you're going to have to keep that Hugin on the field so that you can use this to be able to stop, you know, the Hugin from getting blown up so that, you know, you can protect your field. Because if it's going to be a bad time with that, you're going to have a lot of issues, which means you won't be able to chain the Hugin because everything gets marked for destruction. So do remember that. We are still doing 1 copy of the Golden Droplet. I'll be honest with you. I think this is still fine. You still need this to accelerate the game. Dispelling is still kind of optional. Like, this card's pretty awful at the end of the day, but being able to get the rip from your opponent's hand, I think, is still pretty critically important. And then, of course, the 1 Smiting Storm. This card is still the absolute nuts. Like, being able to clear up, you know, 10 cards off your opponent's deck is always still going to be a banger. We're still playing the 1 card Demise. With some of the changes to this, I think this is fine. You're still going to be playing the best card in your deck. There are going to be some times where you're going to open up the Tyrant's Tirade and you're going to be like, wow, I got to make the Slight Near to trigger in the draw phase. Or, you know, you just try to hold for your opponent to do a search. You're going to have to make some calls with that. 1 Day Apiece. This is the best broken Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time. This gets you an entire turn back to your turn. You can just sit on a very empty field, look at your opponent in the eyes, watch them try to do something. You try to hold this for a turn that you might be lacking in Runick cards or something to kind of make or break it. We're still doing Triple Duality. I don't think you're going to change this at all. Duality ensures that you get all of your filtering able to go. The only time that this sucks is like turn 1 if you have to Hugin to go search, then the Duality's dead, but it's just a discard outlet at that point for you to really be looking at things. We are still playing the card scanner. I think that this card is broken. I think in every situation that card scanner comes up, the card is just good. Being able to infinitely loop tips to keep the game going in your favor is nuts. And I can't really... This could be something we could see potentially be discussed to be cut this format, but I don't see it. And then, of course, 1 Morganite. Draw power is good. I also upped this to 41 so I could put in the second Desire. With Skill Drain going to 1, I kind of feel like you need as much centralized consideration for draw power as you can kind of get. Also, shaving 10 cards off of your deck is kind of bad. I still say that a lot, but once you compress down and you get your numbers running and you know what you have left in the deck for the resource management side of things, you can pretty much decide how to play the game from there. Like, that's the one thing I will give Desires is like, yeah, it can take away some questionable resources from you, but once you have this up and running, you'll usually be in a decent position. We're still doing 1 messenger apiece, 2 synchro zone. Now, messenger right now is a little bit up in the air for very early thoughts, in my opinion. The card's extremely good for what it is, but synchro zone still going to be that major slowdown here. Also, Yubel can, still kind of OTK you through this, with the messenger. So synchro zone stops that Yubel matchup more, so you're able to kind of control the game. 1 skill drain. This is the saddest moment in TCG history. Not really. It needed to happen. So we're playing 2 Tyrants Tirade. This card's bonkers. Being able to attribute 2 monsters and then make it so monsters in the hand and field cannot activate their effects, period, is extremely good. To answer the question of how we're getting the 2 monsters on the field, it's called Sleipnir. It fixes everything, honestly. We're still playing 1 Organism. This is... I don't think we're going to cut this right now. This could become Gozen. I am a little bit up in the air about that decision as a filming, but still, there's that. Then we have 1 There Can Only Be One, and 1 Rivalry here for the main deck stuff. So that's the main deck. Extra deck, a little bit more over the normal here. You have the triple Hugin. This does not change at all. Like, Hugin, still best card in your deck. We're still playing triple Gary. Gary is still going to allow you to make the stupid Baguska. So, turn 1, you drop this, the Amano, and on the Baguska into the opponent's turn, you have the soft lock, and then your opponent has to find a way to deal with the Baguska. That is entirely the reason why we choose to explore that option. It's good. We also have triple Moonin. This card's kind of bad. I might actually cut a Moonin down and play a second Sleipnir right now. We also have 2 Frecky. Frecky's probably going to be good. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of grindier games that we're going to have to address right now. We also have 1 Sleipnir currently. Option for 2 is definitely being considered, but... Alright. SP, this card's still nuts. If you're not playing this in Runick, I don't know what you're doing. Doomsday Star, you also need this too. This card literally is a free win button after your opponent just decides to regurgitate up a field. And then Baguska, this is a major piece for your combos. Being able to just get the just to turn the Amano into something, into the opponent's turn, and have them deal with a 2-turn skill drain is actually pretty good. So, that's extra. Side deck here, currently 2 Borders. Like I said, decision tree, still deciding between Amanos and the Borders. But this card is actually super good. It really sucks when it gets impermed, but that's life. Triple Sphere Mode. So, this might be getting cut. Yubel is probably the only real thing that I'd want to be keeping this in for. And, Lava Golem's a considerable target for other matchups. Because, Yubel's the only one's going to be making, 3 monsters at this point right now. And Snake Eyes is probably going to be ending on 2. So, probably going back to Lava Golem's probably correct. Triple Spooky Dogwood, this never changes. You enjoy getting all of your free life points in time. Having your opponent look at you like you're the biggest jerk in the world. Triple Judgment, same thing. This isn't going to change. I think having this for the defensive wall is just so good. We're still playing 2 Evenlies. I don't really see a reason to change this. If Runick's going second, you slam this down on the table, your opponent looks at you and just goes, yeah, okay, GG, next game. And then 2 Curse Seal of Forbidden Spells. I have a feeling this is going to come up a lot more now, too. You need to be able to control your opponent a lot more now with no skill drain, and you got to make sure whatever floodgates you do have up running, with all the interruptions, you're going to need this to protect yourself. So, Runick's done, 100% fine right now. Just the minor things I discussed in this video that we got to kind of decide on for ratios to, figure out optimization. But I think deck is still extremely good. So please, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.